Okay. I think this is actually going to be the last episode of this. Maybe. We'll see how easy it is to get the Grail. Enter. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Hi. Whoa! She is exquisite, that even I am moved, but she is so exquisite that even I am moved by her beauty. She is no ordinary woman. I feel a power here that rivals my own. I'm feeling a power. I think we're just gonna stay on the screen for a little while, guys. I just need to think about my strategy here. There's no need to greet me, Arthur. I'm here. Okay, we'll greet woman. Oh, handsome stranger from distant land, this is my dance of love. I offer you pleasure such as you have never known. I offer you my body and soul and sensual delights beyond imagining. In this enchanted place we will take our endless fill of one another. I offer you the sweetest wine and the most succulent fruits and meats. I offer you complete freedom from all weariness and care. Kiss me, and I will give you forgetfulness and bliss in an earthly paradise. All the pains of your heart and soul will be cured. Will you kiss me and be my cherished lover? Yes. Arthur's gonna take an hour and a half to walk over there. She's gonna meet me halfway. Very athletic. Clearly this is the right option to prove that I am pure and worthy of the Grail. No, Arthur, no! Merlin, you may want to look away. Oh, well, that's just rude. Alas, you are helpless, completely under Fatima's fatal spell, and here is the reward for your weakness, being smothered to death by a perfumed pillow. I feel lied to. I feel used. I feel cheated. How will I ever explain this to the Queen? Tisk tisk. Well, you start with, so you know you and Lancelot. Yeah. Okay. We'll do this for real now. Talk to a woman. We're not going to sit here and watch her dance. Oh, handsome stranger. Kiss me. No, thanks. You shall not move until my dance is through. No other words, but a yes or no will do. No. Then if earthly delights of the flesh are not enough for you, I can offer more powerful gifts, for I serve the goddess herself, and I have drunk from her sacred cup. Behold a vision of the Holy Grail. Yep, that's a little tiny cup. I have the power to give you immortality, but with one kiss, you will become invincible. No man, woman, or beast will ever overcome you. You will stride the earth, powerful and invincible for all time. Think of the deeds of valor you could perform. Will you kiss me and become a god in human form? No thanks, Sharon Stone. I've seen what happens. Then I find you worthy, King Arthur, and will help you find what you seek. Ask of me what you will. Ask about Galahad. I'm worried. He too resisted my seductions. I have learned from the Hierophant, a word which I hope I know how to spell, that Galahad entered the catacombs to continue his search. But he did not pass the test of symbols that I placed before him, and so I fear he has suffered by entering the catacombs without the gift of the Hierophant. Ask about Hierophant? Nope. Is it I before E? Ancient he is, and he is wise, yet shunned by fools who fear his guise. Ask about catacombs. The Hierophant will guide you to the catacombs when you are ready, but first I entreat you to pass my test of symbols. Unless you pass this test, you will enter the catacombs without the gift of the Hierophant. Ask about the goddess. She who I serve has infinite names, yet in all times and in all places she is known by her three natures. As the White Virgin, she renews and generates life. As the Red Mother, she nurtures and protects life. As the Black Crone, she is death and the forces of destruction. Ask about Grail. You have trials of body, spirit, and heart yet to face if you are to wrest the cup of regeneration from the goddess, and take it with you as the Grail. From here your path must lie through the deadly catacombs, as it did for the men who came here before you, the one called Galahad. But to walk safely in the catacombs you must pass my test of symbols. Save the game. Finale, hopefully. Ask about test. The test awaits behind this door. 6 tablets, each engraved with a symbol of the goddess, rest next to a stone plaque with 6 niches. 6 questions I will pose. You must know to which goddess the question belongs, and place her symbol in the proper niche. When all 6 symbols have been placed, I will tell you whether you have passed or failed. If you fail, you may try again. But there is one more thing I require of you, a gesture, to show that you are not bound by material possessions. Give me your purse. It's almost empty anyway. Take it. Oh, babe, don't turn around. The door is opened. The test awaits you. Okay. If you'll excuse me for just a second, I need to reposition some stuff on my computer. You can't see it, but I have the manual open on my computer so that I can read. There are 6 niches for the tablets. Choose a niche and I will pose a question. 1 question for each of the 6 goddesses. Now, you'll remember when the leper, it was the wise master. You must know which goddess answers the question, then move the tablet with her symbol to the niche. It was the teacher, when I first got to Gaza, who showed me the symbols. So I have them written down still. When you've answered all 6 questions, only then I will tell you whether you have passed or failed. I bid you begin, and may Aphrodite smile upon you. Okay. So you have to use the symbols that you get from the guy by asking him about the goddesses, and you have to use the instruction manual, which tells you about the goddesses but doesn't give you the symbol. In the ancient language of Sanskrit, her name means shining. All right. Let's see. Ishtar is known as the star, but it doesn't say shining. Let me make this a little bigger. You guys can't see it. I'm sorry. Astarte was known as the star. Let's see. Athene is a Greek goddess. Ceres is the mother of the harvest. Isis, a major figure, giver of life. Venus is the Roman version of Aphrodite. Vesta, guardian of the innermost things. Vesta. She is the Roman goddess. She's a Roman version of the Greek goddess Hestia. She is considered the guardian of innermost things. Her name comes from Vas, a Sanskrit word meaning approximately shining. So it is Vesta, who is this symbol. According to Greek legend, she was born from the forehead of Zeus. Now, I know off the top of my head that's Athena. Let me double check myself here. The Greek goddess from the city of Athens. In Greek legend, she was born from the head of Zeus. So, this one, the arrow, is Athena. Sacred element is copper. Excuse me while I scan through these trying to find copper. Astarte does not mention copper. Incense, wine, and baked cakes. Ceres is the lawgiver. She's in charge of grain. Isis, she would grant immortality, the Nile caused by her teardrops, eternal savior. Venus is love, sexuality, and mirrors. In her honor, in alchemy, her symbol stands for copper. So Venus is the next one. Her sacred women were titled Matrona and ruled Rome for hundreds of years. Okay. That was Ceres, right? Ceres, the lawgiver, her sacred Matrona, ruled Rome for hundreds of years. And Ceres is the hook, the sickle. Almost there, guys. She had a great shrine at Aphaca. It's either Astarte or Isis. Let's see. Aphaca. Okay, Astarte. Her great shrines were at Aphaca. So, and it doesn't matter what this clue is, but let's take a look. The yearly flood of the Nile was caused by tears she shed. There we go. Pull out my keyboard so I can see. Your wisdom is great. You have passed my test. Thank you for sitting through that, guys. Truly, you are the most worthy of men who have passed my door. Go with my blessings and find the Hierophant. Thank woman. All right. His guise fools the cursed. If you ask me to open the catacombs, then I will tell you more. If you choose not to enter, there's no point in me telling you anything. Open the catacombs. Because you have passed the test of symbols, I will give you a gift that could save your life. Within the catacombs are cursed rats, whose bite is poison. One bite from these rats and you will die slowly. Even the slightest bite means certain death. If bitten again, the end comes more quickly and with great agony. Take this vial of elixir. If you are bitten, drink it and you will be cured. There is but one dosage, so waste it not. The way is open. Go. Alright, I hate this part for many, many reasons. So this mural shows the death of Adonis, one of Aphrodite's lovers. Remember we had this lodestone from the beginning of the game? It says to go this way. All the way from the beginning of the game, we've lost countless inventory items, but we still have the lodestone. This mural shows the death of Hippolytus, as brought about by Aphrodite. It says to keep going that way, which I can't, so. Okay, now it says to go this way. The lid of the oh god. I'd like to run now. Can I run? I can't move. I smell warm blood and live flesh. Come closer. I have golden treasure. Come closer and see. No. This shows the story of Pygmalion. This version is rather fancifully embellished with doves and piping satyrs. Okay, still going that way. Oh, it's a statue of Aphrodite. Okay, got a little turned around here. Okay, I've done both the doors from there. And we're back at the beginning. Oh, good. This is actually one of the rooms I wanted to get to. Catacombs. There is a round copper medallion around the neck of what may be the mummy of a child. Arthur, beware the rats. Any closer and you will be bitten. Okay, so I can't just grab that medallion. There are rats. Use sword to get medallion. Aha! Very clever, Arthur. You have safely taken possession of the medallion. And I didn't get bit. Beware, rats. Oh, yeah, there are rats hiding in every alcove. There's the symbol of Mithras, so we can assume that Roman soldiers once used this. Oh, I got bit. Oh, I got bit. Alas, a rat has bitten you. There was nothing you could do to avoid it. Actually, I don't want to get bit by the rat yet. Yes, he wants me to come closer. But what does the inscription... No. Aha. The thing is retreated from the warding spell of the medallion. That sound is really irritating. There is a glint of gold at this end of the sarcophagus. I believe it is a golden apple. Thank God that sound stopped. An apple of solid gold. I wonder how often the fiend used it as a lure. I'm supposed to try and read the lid. Okay. Below the pentacle are carved the words, "Cursed is the priest who lies here. He betrayed the goddess and stole her treasures. Sacred objects of gold he has stolen. By the side of the pentacle he is imprisoned. The star of the goddess rules him. Take heed, you who read these words of warning." So if I looked at the medallion, I would see it as a pentacle, and that we're totes okay now. Okay. Now we're going to go deal with Galahad. If I can remember how I got to him. Here we go. So here's the issue. If you walk into the room with Galahad, you get bit. From the time you get bit, an invisible timer starts, at the end of which you will die. Now, I could take the elixir, but clearly, Galahad has already been bitten. So I need to give the elixir to Galahad and then beat the game before I die. Here we go. Oh, nope. Bit by a rat. Man, he really sunk in there too. Alas, the rat has bitten you. There was nothing you could do to avoid it. The Hierophant warned that even one bite was lethal, and death inevitable, though it may be slow in coming. It appears that Galahad has fallen prey to the rats, for there he lies upon a bier, unaware of your existence. Talk to Galahad. He is in no condition to answer you. Give elixir to Galahad. I know how to spell. I don't know how to spell. Arthur, my king, I knew you would come. Only way out. The gift for Aphrodite. You must bring her. Bring her the... Oh, he has lapsed into a healing coma. By the time he is healed, you will be dead of the rat's poison. You have only one chance to find the Grail. Only its healing powers may yet save you, if you can find it in time. Do not despair or regret your choice. You have done the good and noble deed and saved Galahad, who served you so faithfully. So now we have an invisible timer. We have to find our way back to that statue. And then the real troubles begin. Give gold apple. You have brought the gift by which I am made complete. For this, I will tell you what you must do to escape the catacombs. First, get a pen and paper. Be warned, from this moment on, every door within the catacombs is a possible trap. If you leave the safety of this room too soon, you may be trapped forever within a tomb. It is Aphrodite's will that you should know something of her history. I will pose you 6 questions to test your knowledge of her. Each question requires but 1 word in answer. When you have answered all 6, I will tell you how to escape. As for the sacred cup, it lies beyond the catacombs. You will not find it here. The test begins now. In the kingdom of fauna, what represents fertility and is sacred to Aphrodite? Back to the instruction manual. The mythology of Aphrodite. Aphrodite is simply goddess. She is considered mother of Constantine, hidden in a crypt. The sacred number is 6. Symbols associated with her representing fertility are the dove and the apple. The dove is fauna. I know words. Dove. That is the answer. The test continues. Of what was the statue made that Pygmalion carved? Pygmalion was a sculptor who lived in Cyprus. Aphrodite was displeased with the woman, refused to accept. She cursed them so they'd lose all sense of modesty and give themselves to any man who came along. Woohoo! Because of their behavior, Pygmalion disdained the company of women, but nevertheless devoutly worshipped her, carved a statue of ivory. That is the answer. The test continues. Upon whom did Theseus call for vengeance? Upon Hippolytus. Hippolytus was the king, was the son of King Theseus. Furious, Phaedra convinced Theseus that her son had raped her upon the king. Whereupon the king called the sea god Poseidon. That is the answer. The test continues. Where did Pygmalion live? Cyprus. Who fell in love with Adonis and refused to release him from the underworld? Aphrodite and Adonis. Persephone, goddess of the underworld, but Persephone disobeyed and opened the chest, seeing Adonis. Persephone. That is not the answer. What did Aphrodite give to the statue to reward Pygmalion? There's carved of ivory. Pygmalion was rewarded for his devotion. The cold ivory turned to... What did Aphrodite? Life. That is the answer. The tests continue. Who fell in love with Adonis and refused to release him from the underworld? Maybe I misspelled Persephone? Persephone refused to release him. I must have misspelled it. Persephone. You have given the 6 answers I require and earned your chance at freedom. First, accept this gift. When you have proven yourself by sword and shield, the time will be right to use the dove. To exit the catacombs, you must get pen and paper. You must enter 6 doors exactly as I tell you. If you choose a door that is wrong, you will find yourself trapped forever. To begin, you begin here by choosing the first door. So, south, I guess. Then the doors you choose must face the direction I give you, and you must enter them in exactly this order. I'm ready. I'm afraid to hit enter. West, east, south, east, south, north. Have no fear for Galahad. When he is healed, I shall set him free. I shall not speak again. Your escape now relies on your own ingenuity. 3 more doors opened while I was writing it down. So we'll see if I know what the hell I'm talking about. Maze. Use lodestone. It's pointing north, so if I want to go west, I go up. You are enclosed in a narrow wall within the wall. Inch forward carefully and test the floor as you go. It takes you in one direction. Let us hope you find an exit soon, for it is cold as the grave and stone walls covered with something slick and unpleasant. The tunnel stops at a wall. Push, Arthur. Aye, it gives way into one of the rooms of the catacomb through a hidden doorway. The tunnel has brought you to this room. In the walls beyond, the hidden door seals. You cannot even see where it was. Alright, so I want to go east, which here is up. Then I want to go south, which is left. Now I want to go east, which is right. Now I want to go south, which is left. Once more you are forced into a pitch-black tunnel that leads in but one direction. It seems like an eternity before the tunnel takes a turning and brings you to yet another hidden door. Push harder, Arthur. Aye, it opens, as did the other one, and you return to the catacombs. Lastly, I want to go north, which is left. Heavy stone doors have sealed the room. Has the goddess trapped you? Or nay, look! Several hidden stairs leading up have been revealed, along with the skeleton of a warrior. Look at skull. It was split in half by some powerful blow from a large sword. A helmet would have saved him. The stairs bring you to the surface and into the blessed light and fresh air. Around you is the ruin of a circular temple. Once there was a famous Temple of Aphrodite in Jerusalem. Perhaps this was it. The marble stones are ancient and weather-worn. The marble pillars toppled, and an empty round pedestal in the middle may have once held a statue or altar. Walls without doors or windows have been built entirely around the temple, right up to the very edge of the ruins. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save over maze, because I don't think I'm taking that maze again. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Infidel, you must defeat me if you would win the Grail. In this Temple of Aphrodite, we must match sword and shield, strength and skill until one of us is dead. But I do wish for an equal fight. And you do not have a helmet, therefore I offer you one that is strong as my own. Wear it or not, as you please. Let's see, we're going to eat the apple of strength now. The apple's potent spell has relieved your hunger and thirst and given you a new surge of strength, but alas, it cannot stop the poison from the rat's bite killing you. It can only delay the final end. Wear helmet. And let's see how badly I'm going to mess this up. I don't know what the controls are. It seems like forward stabs at him. Up, down, move my shield. And back retreats, which is not something you really want to do in this situation. Oh, I won! Neat. You have killed the Saracen in a fair fight, and now his soul transforms into a dove and rises into the sky and vanishes from sight. Well, I've got a dove. Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to use it now. Now that the fight is over, the helmet also disappears. Where'd the dove go? Oh, now I had to wait for the helmet to disappear. The stone dove feels oddly warm. 'Tis changing. By the power of Aphrodite, it turns into a live dove within your hands. Follow my dove, and you shall find your soul's desire. Okay, right now the dove's just going in circles. I can do that all day. Listen, dove, I'm dying. Could we speed this up a tiny bit? I've got this poison eating away at me. Oh, well, I did not have to follow that dove far, did I? Where you stand, once my priestesses stood. My name was spoken with reverence. My statue and holy of holies were housed within, where only that bare pedestal remains. The last thing my worshippers would see as they left my temple was this leftward spiral upon the threshold, reminder of life turning ever onwards. We're very near the end, guys. As with life, so too does power pass onward. Even gods and goddesses fall prey to the endless cycle. My reign here is ended. I shall never return. You have won the sacred cup by your determination and persistence, by cleverness and skill of arms. I surrender it to you. But I'm not going to hand it to you. Go find it, Chuckles. But beware, the power of the Grail itself will pass final judgment upon your worthiness to possess it. Have you been a dick to the other knights? 'Cause if so, you will not possess it. Start where you should start. Turn as you should turn, and count the places of the pillars until you reach my sacred number. Below that pillar, you shall find what you seek. I think her sacred number was 6? Pretty sure it was 6. Still dying. Oh. Let's take a look at this spiral. The spiral carved into the threshold is lunar. That is, it turns to the left and denotes feminine power and influence. Oh. Okay. I'm on the spiral, which is where I should start. Now move to the left. Which way is the left in a circle? I guess this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should be it. Push pillar. Aye, it moves. You have found it. You have found the Grail. That's it, guys. Game over. One hand barely touches the sacred cup through a tiny gap in the white cloth that covers it. The Grail's power pours through you and restores you instantly to perfect health. Suck it, rats. You are dazed with the Grail's power, but you must recover yourself and find a way out of here. Camelot must be saved before... Oh, come on! The thief has struck again. Stop him. Seriously? This mother... Okay. How did he get in here? A. And B, he just stole the Grail from me. By all the gods, he will escape. Nay, your god smiles upon you. His rope has broken. Mercy, master, mercy. I am only a poor, miserable wretch. Have mercy. Here is your treasure untouched. Take it and let me live. I beg you, have mercy. Alright, let's think here for a second. We were told there were 6 guardians. The first was the old man who told us the symbols. The second was the apple lady. The third was Fatima. The fourth was the Hierophant. The fifth was the Saracen. Which means this one must be the sixth. It is a final test, although I can't believe anybody would choose you can kill the beggar and prove yourself unworthy of the Grail. I can't imagine anybody who would play the game up to this point and kill the beggar unless you're deliberately going to be an ass and killed the other 3 knights as well. He is a pathetic creature. You must choose, Arthur. Either take up the Grail now in an act of mercy or draw your sword and slay him. I'm going to take the Grail. By the gods, he dared to stab you in the back. If not for your mail tunic, you would be dead at the hands of this foul dog. It is time to let the Grail decide his fate. And the Grail says... Ooh, the Indiana Jones treatment. And so he comes to the end that he deserves. Now you must move quickly to find Galahad and return to Camelot. Quicker than that, Arthur. Quickly, I said. You're just strolling casually. Yes, back to the place where there was no way out. My king, you have won the Grail. Aye, but rise, Sir Galahad, and draw near to your king at once. A great power is at work. The Grail has chosen to bring you home in your hour of desperate need. The Grail has brought you here, Arthur. Only one god may rule in thy kingdom now. The altar of the Christ God awaits its vessel. Just gonna put that cup right there. I think it looks nice. Cast down your eyes. The radiance of the Grail is too great for any man to see. Everybody look away from the screen. You cannot handle its pixelated glory. Behold, Mithra has been driven away, and the Grail is gone. It has become a healing force that spread outward, touching every corner of your kingdom. Basically, I went through all that for a Garden of Eden creation kit. The land returns to life. The lakes and rivers and wells fill once more with clean, fresh water. Camelot is healed. So I got the good ending. I'm sure if you go on YouTube, you can find the bad ending. You receive Guinevere's praise and adoration as you have well earned, but she keeps winking at Lancelot. Your knights salute you, and the joyous cries of the love and gratitude of your people fill the air. And so you have won through purity of spirit and heart, through skill and strength. No praise is too great. I am pretty awesome. With peace and prosperity return to your kingdom. You have the time to rest and enjoy the land you have saved. How come Merlin gets the bitchin' throne? But though your land is healed, your heart is not. Perhaps it never shall be. Well, this is Camelot, even the good ending. Yeah. So guys, that was Conquests of Camelot, which had a lot more riddles, puzzles, and copyright protection than I remembered. And action sequences. I now see why I didn't play this game a lot. I played it the one time, and now I've played it a second time for you. Dennis! Told you we were almost done. Sit through the credits, because I think these guys did a good job. It is a decent game. Maybe a little heavy on the action and riddles for me, but it is an interesting way of making you learn mythology, I suppose. And mechanically, it was a well-constructed game, except for not knowing how the combat system worked at the end. So, oh look, Corey Cole's on there from Quest for Glory. Okay, cool. Mark Siebert, who did work on the Space Quest series, if I remember correctly, which we will be returning to. My next LP will be Space Quest 4. At long last, we will get back to the adventures of Roger, Tutu Maker, Wilco. My final score, 302 out of 368 skill points. Decent. 270 out of 293 wisdom points. Okay. 350 out of 358 soul points. Yeah. I was almost perfect. Less so on wisdom and skill. And I think wisdom, I took a hit when I spelled Persephone wrong. And that's it. The game just went away. So, thank you guys for watching Conquests of Camelot. I'll see you guys somewhere in time and space.